Are you telling me that none of you are homesick? No one wants to see their families?
Now you can it with that.
We're not reinventing the wheel here, but we don't even know what a wheel is.
But the traveler might.
They heard rumors of him.
What is the meaning of this? She's with me. What are you doing here?
Why is she running out into the road?
Who won? Everyone's trying to get somewhere. Now, are you going to pay for her medical expenses or what?
Why would you not just ask her to leave? Just take her and leave and get her own medical attention for the people we were told to keep her away from.
Clear some space, make room.
Oh, I just realized I needed some of those. Oh, you can't tell me to clear things. I get too excited.
So I think as players, we can all agree that this is entirely Quentin's fault.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Gate Chronicles Season 1, Episode 10. I am your GM for this evening. I am Snow, also known as Emily. Actually, no, technically it would be I'm Emily, also known as Snow, but that is beside the point. So let's go around the table and introduce ourselves, everyone.
Hi, I'm Quentin. I play Charles Smoot, 56-year-old biology teacher, born and raised in New York State.
Hi, I'm Zach. I'll be playing Alfred Kenneth Mess, and things are going to get interesting.
Hi, my name is Jaden. I play Finevere Avere, aspiring bard and merchant.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I play Alan Taylor, the lovable oaf from Ohio.
So, the brief, somber moment of the morning was suddenly interrupted by a knocking at the door.
I'll get it!
Okay. So you're upstairs. You have to come back down from the top of the weird staircase that's so like sharply angled down that you really are almost like tripping to get down the stairs.
I'll just jump the whole way.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics for me.
Sure. 23.
Okay. You manage to hop from the top of the loft down to the floor below. It's a little bit of a jump because even though the house is overall relatively small, it's still about, I'd say it's like 14 feet up. So you jump down and you land on your feet. You feel a little bit of a shock go through your body, but you're able to continue moving. And you run up to the door, I assume?
Oh, yeah. I'll open the door. I'll see who's there.
All right. As you open the door, you see a familiar face. You see blonde hair, large glasses, and a tall wooden staff next to her with like a deer head on the top of it. And then you look down a little bit further and you see Topty. It's Marnie and Topty.
Marnie! Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, of course, I would always come to make sure that everyone is safe and well taken care of. How is she?
She's a bit worse for wear, but I think she's recovering.
Like I thought. All right, please show me in. I'm going to go upstairs and check on her and make sure everything is all right.
Sure. Just a moment.
All right, so do you close the door on them?
Yeah, I'll say just a moment, and I'll shut the door.
Okay, so you close the door in their faces. And you go back.
I'll peek up and go, Molly, Marnie and Topty are here. Are they okay?
What are you doing, fool? Let him in.
I'm trying to figure out if that's okay. Because I know he's hanging out here in the middle of nowhere. And I'm trying to be as respectful as I can. I'm supposed to be his sidekick.
Amali just looks at you for a moment. They can come in, Finn. They've been here before. It's fine. I know you don't know that, so I'm just letting you know. They're fine.
All right, thanks. All right, so open the door. She's upstairs.
My goodness, what a rude young man. And Topty walks in and brings her cane forward and like goes to tap you on the head with it.
I'll like lean into it.
And she lightly taps you on the head.
It's filthy in here. When have you cleaned?
You're right, Amali. You should attend to your guests better.
Amali just looks at you. And he starts to come down the stairs. What is everyone else up to? Because I know you were all, some of you were eating pancakes at one point.
I would head out to where I stashed my alchemical set for the evening, and I'd start setting up for
Okay.
a few things.
Okay. Where do you stash your stuff? Is it like hidden somewhere?
No, it would just be like in the corner of the main room.
Okay. All right. So you go and grab your stuff and you start pulling some things out and actually checking the inventory, where you do see that you have plenty of vials. There's some strange looking tubing. Looks a little familiar, but at the same time, it's like, who made this? Why does it look so weird to you? There's like a Bunsen burner style thing in there. Some open flasks that you can set up as well. By the way, has your character taken a look at the blue plants that he received or no?
Not yet.
Okay. I just want to double check.
I haven't specifically investigated them yet.
Okay.
They're both glowing. They're glowing blue flowers.
Actually, when you take them out of your inventory and set them down alongside the other things, you notice that the glow has started to fade a little bit, and as if the plant is starting to wilt.
No.
And Marnie walks over as she's getting ready to go upstairs, and she says,
Oh, hello, Mr. Mist. How are you?
I'm doing all right this morning.
Wait, you're not going to ask her about the blue flowers?
I mean, no, she has more important things to
Pish
do.
posh. There's only a paralytic girl upstairs.
Exactly.
so rude.
Headcanon, Smoot is a matchmaker.
He's too busy trying to find his own family.
Oh, well, Mr. Mist, I see you're getting your kit set up. Wonderful. If you need any assistance, please let me know. I'll be here for a few hours today.
Alrighty then.
And she starts to go up the stairs, struggling a little bit because of how sharp the angle is.
Oh, my.
And she goes up, though.
Wait, if she's struggling, how's Topty?
Oh, Topty's not going up. She's literally walking around the house, almost inspecting everything, runs her finger across some wood on the table and picks it up and scoffs at it.
Oh, Molly, you do not take care of this place at all. So,
she just looks back and forth.
I will gather together a plate of pancake and offer to her.
Thank you.
And I'll get a plate for myself as well.
All right, sounds good.
So, did you hear what happened yesterday? I'm assuming that's why you're here.
Tell me about it. Oh, don't actually. I know plenty. I mean, you can, but yes.
I see. That Warrensburg fellow is quite the man. Commands his army at a single word. Owns up to his mistakes. Or so it seems.
I can't say that I know the man directly.
Oh, it's just commenting on his character. I would not want to be on his receiving end.
And what is your plan?
Really just hope they don't know where we are. And just wait it over. I figure if we just lie low for a while, things should just, get better, right? So long as we can get Cici back up to snuff.
Yes, well, about that. Amali, I need to speak with you. Please, come outside with me.
Amali just pauses for a moment and gets up from the wall that he was leaning on while he was just being around and follows her outside.
Does he do so, submissively, immediately, or does he do so begrudgingly?
Begrudgingly.
Okay.
It's definitely begrudgingly.
It's important to know the difference. For me.
Smoot has not left Cici's bedside since he had came in and had been tending to her bandages.
Okay. What's Alan up to?
He's watching the drama.
Okay, so he's watching the drama. Is there anything else that he would do?
Get up from his eating and watching of the drama. Once Amali and Topty have left the room, walk towards the wall closest to the side closest to the door, and try to listen.
Okay, so that's a perception check for me.
2.
That's right. You have nothing in perception.
I have a net 0.
Impressive.
All right. You hear nothing really through the wall. It's
You hear the wall.
you don't even hear that much.
You hear the wall.
I hear nothing. No sound.
You don't
Not
hear
even my blood.
Well, no, you hear the sound of people inside, but you don't hear anything from the outside coming in. And it doesn't seem like you're going to hear much, especially through the wall at this place. But you do hear the conversations in the house for the most part, mostly whispered mumbles and stuff. And upstairs, Smoot is with Marnie, who is essentially checking over the bandages. And she says,
Oh, I see somebody changed the bandages this morning.
That's all I could really do.
You did a pretty good job.
I have some medical background. Not that it seemed to do any good.
Well, like I said, it's going to take time for her to get better.
He's just kind of staring aimlessly, deep in thought and concentration.
So, you're staring deep in thought and concentration. Alan, has his ear up to a wall.
Not for long.
Not for long.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll scarf down my breakfast, and then regardless of where he is in his meal, I'll grab his collar and start tugging him.
Okay. Why don't you roll a perception for me?
Oh, sure.
What?
It's better than a 2.
14.
You hear the discussion going on upstairs between Marnie and Smoot, mainly just discussing the treatment of her wounds and the levels of potential scarring that she would have, and that there might be a potential bone breakage. Beyond that, though, essentially that she's looking better today.
All right. Well, I'm more or less convinced there's nothing else I can do at the moment, so I'm dragging Taylor up.
you are tugging at my collar. You are not yet dragging me, sir.
Oh, that's right.
That is a
I'm
feat
weak.
which you very well may not be capable of.
I'm gently trying to coerce you to come with the tug.
What?
Well, you see, I'm about to head into town, and I could really use some of your assets.
Hey. My eyes are up here.
I know, but your assets, and I pat his shoulders, are right here.
You guys are essentially just letting the time pass by. What does Alfred do with his kit once he's got it set up? Does he start doing anything with it?
I want to try to start brewing a potion. I want to try to start brewing Cure Light Wounds potion.
Okay. So in order to make Cure Light Wounds, your character is going to require some sort of herbal plant that provides a healing property or whatnot. As you see from Finavir, you think of the idea of maybe trying to take small bugs or grubs or something very small and tiny and using that as part of the ingredient. And maybe trying water, mashing it up, heating it up.
Is there maybe any spiders lying around?
Spiders? I don't know. You could take a look around the house, though.
They might have some spiders or other insects. Let's see. That would be 20 total.
Oh, nice. You find 6 spiders scurrying around the house, as well as a few centipedes and other things. The
I'm gonna
spiders.
catch them in some of my vials.
Okay, you're able to get them.
Yes.
You have about 7.
Yes.
One of the centipedes kind of scurried off.
No.
Actually, Alfred, while you're scurrying around the house trying to catch these things, why don't you make a perception check for me?
Okay. I'm going to go with probably no, so that total's going to be 7.
That's not bad.
That's beautiful. You hear the conversation going on upstairs between Smoot and Marnie.
I am a loud man.
Listen, no one's concerned with what's going on outside.
No one
No.
cares.
No one
Nope.
cares.
No one cares.
Nope.
No,
It's okay.
No one cares.
You just need to have a DC 20 in order to listen through walls. FYI, that is actually the DC.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Did I actually make it outside?
Did you make it outside?
Taylor, did you come with me?
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys walk out, and as you do, you hear the tail end of the conversation where Topti is essentially just saying, or, well, will he be more?
Oh.
I don't understand. And Topti just kind of sighs. What I'm trying to say is, she just stops as you guys walk out the door.
Don't mind us. I'm just heading to the market. I'll be back.
All right. Have fun, you two. Don't gallivant around too much today.
All right, gotcha. It'll be a quick trip. In and out.
All right. All right. So you guys walk down the path, and I assume, Alan, you're going with him willingly to the market?
Yes.
All right.
Willingly.
Okay, so Smoot, upstairs, you hear the sound of the front door opening and then closing again, and 2 voices of a mild argument, and you hear the tail end of the words, or will you be more, and the door closes. So, Alfred, you have the bugs, and you're crushing them up.
I'm assuming brewing a potion doesn't have an actual role associated with it because I can't find anything.
No, you are an alchemist, and unless you have, like, craft alchemy, it's basically part of your class because you get it as a special feat.
Brew potion is effectively as it were to be with making magic items. In essence, it's weird.
No, because there's a die roll involved with making
for like
magic items.
it's like
I thought it was more akin to spellcasting, where like there was no roll unless specified otherwise.
it's similar to scribe scroll.
Look,
where it just takes X amount of time.
Well,
Yeah. That would be exactly right.
Mess didn't pay $15 on eBay for his doctorate for nothing.
True. Listen. It was at least $15.50.
They don't just
Let's be
sell these
honest here.
degrees to everyone.
Exactly.
Oh, yes. But and the last part would be you would need water, and then not time as in the herb, but time as in the actual the concept.
We have no time.
You all you would need is 2 hours.
Basically, all of the ingredients are going to be substituted as the cost of the gold value. So we'll be using that as the system for when you're making potions. Alrighty. Alfred, you'll be spending some time to do that. So I'm going to segue over from their scene, Smoot, if you don't do anything else in this area, because basically Marty's just discussing with you and you guys spend some time. You'll get a bonus to your next heal check, though, for the next 24 hours.
That's very nice. Yeah, I would just wait until effectively Amali and Topti came back inside.
Okay. That might be a while. All right, so you guys are heading down to the market.
All right, Taylor, there's no time to wait.
What do we need from the market?
Whatever's a good deal.
Hey, guys. Hey, wait up.
Oh, David, an extra pair of hands.
Is that what these are? You just want me for my body. Shame, shame.
Don't worry, you're not
Yes,
the
and
only
you just
one.
want us for a food and shelter.
Wow!
But
Shots fired.
Oh,
That's what symbiotic relationships are meant for. Come on, let's go.
at least I'm not a leech.
Maybe he doesn't know, but from my perspective, it's not an insult.
All right, so he's continuing on following after you guys into the market. What are you looking for?
Well, or at least what he's learned from his book of profiteering, I want to find something that is grown locally that I think that I can get for a cheap price, whether that be alcohol or...
I didn't know alcohol was grown. That's impressive.
you grow alcohol from was it? Yeah, alcohol trees. Yeah, those.
Yeah.
I love those. They're the best.
The good old alcohol root.
I'll shop around. I'll try to see. I don't know if the stuckers of any of the Avidian Ale are back or are still here, or if there's a new stalker in town.
You were informed at the tavern that the stalkers for the Invidian Ale came into town pretty much almost every morning, and they stayed until the late evening until basically all of their stock was sold out.
Well, fantastic! It's still the morning.
Ooh. Is there anything that Alan would be looking for while he's here either, or?
He's been dragged along for the ride.
Alan, do you want to, get some stuff?
Back?
Well, I heard you guys were going to possibly go out and catch something, right? Well, what do you need to catch a creature?
Are we dead set on doing that?
I don't know what we're planning
I was
on
under the
doing.
impression that was described as explicitly dangerous.
I
and
have-
not for the easy.
I'm not going to lie, I was not paying any attention when you guys were talking. I wasn't doing anything bad. I was just,
Wait,
That's right, David. You were there with you went to go see Jakob with the others. I wasn't there. What did he say?
I wasn't there, but Alan, you were there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Smoot told me a little bit about what happened. Basically went and Jakob was just like, oh, they're the big scary things. Also, they have horses there. They just look weird. They look like snakes.
Whoa.
Big old lizards.
Yeah, I think.
Horses that
Right.
look like snakes.
Yeah.
It's not a horse. It's just a giant lizard you can ride.
Well, I will say, I've heard of them, but I've never seen them up close.
Yeah, I think you call them what the equintians, like equine, because that's the American term, right? Or Latin term.
That's for horses.
Yeah, he called them equintians, so I mean that makes sense. Get it? They're like snake and then maybe not the snake part, the horse part. Okay. Beside the point, he said that they live in the forest, in the Mildwood, whatever that is. What the heck is a Mildwood?
Wait, the snake horses or the lizards?
The big
The
guys.
snake horses are not snake horses. They're just big lizards that you can ride.
I saw them when I was walking around the town. They look pretty horse-like to me.
It's a lizard. Horses are mammals. They don't have scales.
Maybe you're
You're a mammal.
Yeah, I am. I'm human. Humans are mammals.
okay. Well,
Y'all
anyway.
never pay attention in high school, did you?
I really wish I was there.
So, if these creatures can be found in the Lightwood,
Mild. Is it like mild buffalo sauce? I don't understand it. But
Also,
the Mildwood.
To clarify,
That's even better.
is it
to
spicy?
clarify, the poisonous ones, the venomous ones, or not poisonous, the venomous ones that bit Cici can be found in the Mildwood. The ones that they carry at the stalls are non-venomous.
So my question to you with Mildwood is, Is it seasoned to be spicy? Like when you cook the bark, it burns your mouth.
No. Mild wood is actually a reference to how dangerous and thick the woods are, more or less.
Oh.
You see, and I'll pull out my map, and I'll show it off. And it's like, look, see, the trees are depicted more dense here. This is called the dark wood. This is more or less where more of those scary spookies, as Smoot would put it,
Okay.
are around. This is where we found you.
There was nothing scary there.
Well,
Yeah, because we were in broad daylight.
Are you
Anyway.
sure? Is that really it? Is it broad daylight that keeps them away? So is it no longer the dark wood, but really the bright daylight wood?
I don't think so. I'm not terribly versed on the subject.
Wait, are you saying we could have died just walking in the forest?
Oh my gosh, yes!
I mean,
We made that expressly clear before we left the ruined laboratory.
You most
We're in an
definitely could.
unfamiliar woods. You know what lives in the woods?
bears.
Bears.
Oh crap, that was your accent.
That was his accent.
Bears.
Bears.
Elk, deer, wolves, foxes, all other kind of critters that'll eat you.
That was David trying to impersonate him.
Yes, that was David impersonating. And he put air quotes around it. Bears.
Yes, there are lots of things that could kill you in the dark wood. If it's not fauna, it's the flora.
Oh god. Does that mean we got
Y'all have
really...
man-eating plants.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised there weren't more of you, and we just found what's left.
Wait, I mean, at least we have plant-eating mans.
Isn't that just any man?
That was the point. Hey, you like my joke? I love my jokes. Nobody ever laughs at them. David.
All right, so I'll put the map back away in the waterproof case and put it back on my back.
Okay.
I do have my backpack, by the way.
Okay.
Taylor.
Backpack.
Huh?
No.
Taylor, not laughing at the humor of the joke, but instead at how pitiful David is.
I'll give him a high five.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I get.
You do find these stalkers for Invidian Ale. You see that they are being essentially swarmed.
All right. Do I see a stalker that's also here that is not being swarmed?
So you don't really see anybody else carrying what looks like kegs of alcohol or other beverages in the area. It looks like this is like the only group.
Okay. All right, David, tell me, do you have any experience in retail?
I guess I have experience in retail, yeah, a little bit, but the experience that I had was not good.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I worked at McDonald's once. It was pretty nice.
That's not
And
retail.
what do they
that's,
sell?
that's fast food.
Okay, you know what? You have to work like you work. You have to work that place like you work in retail. It's not the same thing. You're selling something to somebody else.
He's not wrong.
Well, this would be on the other end, buying, but also bargaining for a good price.
Fine, I worked at Macy's, okay? Before it went out
You
of
let
business.
customers bargain at Macy's?
Wait, what? No bargaining.
That's why they went out of business.
David single-handedly made Macy's go out of business.
All right.
Selling
make it more
stock
clear.
at a
Do you know
negative
how-
300% markdown.
No, but the only other retail that I worked was like Craigslist.
Okay, I'm a little lost, but I'll ask you this. Do you know how to haggle?
I guess anybody can haggle.
Okay, well then that means you're natural.
No, it means that does not mean I'm unnatural.
David, I'm trying. I see potential in you, but I need you to see it as well.
I'm so glad you see potential in me. That is the kindness.
Jaden is trying so hard to make people feel important and useful.
Well,
And David's just undermining every attempt at it right
Well-
now.
today you're gonna get a crash course.
But no, it's like I know how to haggle. It doesn't usually work out. Like in America, like haggling was really weird. In Nigeria, however, you could like haggle away. You trade 2 chicken eggs and you get a motorcycle. It works out really well. It's called like upselling.
That sounds
All
like
right, now
scamming
that
to
sounds
me.
a bit more my style.
They really needed those 2 chicken eggs.
Hang on, are you saying you've never traded a paperclip for a house? Because I had that happen once. It was great.
I question
don't-
how you ever got anything in writing.
Okay, listen. No.
That was it. He never got anything in
You
writing.
trade in that paperclip to somebody else who needs a paperclip. They give you like hairpins or something like that. Then you trade it to somebody else, and then you get a guitar because they really like the hairpins that you got. And you just keep trading up until you get the house. Upscale.
Your laugh sounds like a never-ending trading sequence.
It didn't work. The IRS took it from me.
How do you tax bartering?
By bartering
Who's
with
the
the government.
IRS?
They are a crew.
An evil corporation.
Very evil. They take your money when you work very hard for it.
They tax you and tax you and tax you and tax you.
How is that not a rebellion? What kind of America is this?
Because they tricked everyone.
Apparently, there was like a tea party once.
Well, that sounds nice.
You would love American history.
Finivir's getting a crash course in American history from Alan and David.
Yes,
Beautiful.
the tea party, where we'll get into that later.
There was lots of tea spilt.
You know, there was a chapter on parties being very important in my favorite book. But that's besides the point. Okay, so here's the plan. And I need you to roll with me on this one. I'm going to go to the corner and start playing my lute.
Okay.
Hopefully, I can attract some attention from some of the more bored customers from this crowd. Then
Okay.
I'm going to need you to buy some Avidian ale.
Okay.
I need a few casks,
Okay.
as if we were taking it on a long trip. Because I'm a merchant. You know this.
You're nodding like I know this. Okay. Yes,
Okay.
I know this. Got it. This
All
is
right.
exactly what I did not want to do today, but okay.
This specifically is what you didn't want to do. Nothing else. This specifically.
Well, I thought we were coming down here, to get, if we were going to hunt things, we go, okay, to be fair, I was not going to go with you guys.
Are you
because
disappointed in the prospect of buying booze for the trip?
I'm not really a drinking man, I will say.
Well, neither am I. I only do for business gatherings and social events. However, alcohol can be very useful.
Okay.
So, I need you to haggle for a good price. Here's 50 silver.
He's giving you like this leery look in his eyes, like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know
Okay.
really, but okay.
I could have Taylor do it if you're not up for the job.
Sure, he can do it.
All right.
I am.
I
the
was going to
worst
give
appraiser
you
you
a
could
cut of the
ever-
profits when I sold it, but I guess I can have Taylor give it a shot.
Oh, I already got 30 silver.
Didn't you? I only give you 14.
Upscale.
Alan, at your earliest convenience, get this man a paper clip.
Why don't
Here's 40 silver, Alan. I'm going to try to distract the crowd.
Wasn't it going to be 50? You downscaled.
Oh, I think this situation calls for downscaling.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go upscale a little bit more. I'll be back. Bye.
Oh, my
Have
appraiser.
fun. And so I'll say, like, quietly as he's, like, walking away, but please not at the cost of our reputation.
He is,
We're not affiliated with him.
you see he has a little bit of a bounce in his step as he goes. And he looks like he's like doing a jaunty tune as he's moving.
All right.
Well, you can tell by the way I walk my walk. I'm a money man.
All right. So I give him the silver, and I go to the corner, and I start playing.
Okay. All right. Perform check, please.
Perform check. That would be a 19.
You start playing on your lute, and you seem to be garnering the attention of some of the crowd who are wandering around the marketplace. People who are walking by carrying their casks of ale. Make a perception check for me, actually.
14.
Okay. So you look over and you see that this cart that seemed to have been stacked all the way to the top, covered by a canvas that's been pulled back, is slowly, like, you're seeing the casks disappear one by one. And the crowd is starting to disperse and head towards you as they're listening.
All right. Part of my ability to create a bardic performance of sorts is the ability to fascinate, which will draw the attention of X number of people, and they more
Per
or
your
less
level.
Yeah, per
It's
level.
one-
So
it's basically three people.
one at a time. Basically, is all I can do right now.
Yeah.
So I will start targeting people in line and try to more or less
You
make an
can
alluring.
target with a bardic performance. It draws
It's
the
not
attention.
a bardic performance. It's fascinate. It's something separate.
No, fascinate is a bardic performance.
Is it?
Yes.
It's just in a 90-foot area. Each person in the area gets a will save. And anyone who does not succeed, the first person who doesn't succeed is fascinated.
Dang it, Jaden. There's so many people.
Okay. Well,
All
that's
right,
fine.
roll
You don't
every
have-
single one of them.
You get one person carrying a cask. It was a
can't-
crit fail.
Oh,
So yeah, but Alan, you're over by the cart where you see these people fighting through to get to the front of this line for the Invidian ale, and you see that there's a woman standing on the cart with her arms crossed, basically wearing almost like a belly shirt and almost like puffed out pants on the bottom, and she's just looking over the crowd and smiling gleefully.
Where's the line start? Or where's the end of the line?
There
rather?
is no line.
It is a mosh pit.
Yes, it is a mosh pit of people.
I work my way with a hand firmly grasped on the coin purse. I work my way to the front of the crowd.
Hey, what are you doing? And you're just pushing people all the way. Okay. Gently roll a strength check.
The offense is that you're getting ahead of them, not that you're pushing them.
Gently roll a strength check.
17.
So you push through to the front of the crowd without really any difficulty. Some people are very gruff with you and not very happy. You're getting yelled at by a number of people, but nobody puts a hand on you.
Everyone's kind of mobbing. If there was any order to it, we'd have lines.
I've been waiting here since early this morning before the sun came up.
Why ain't there a queue?
I don't know.
There ain't a line. You can't get mad if people get in front of you.
Oh, yes, I can.
That's true. You can get mad.
So you make it to the front of the line where you do see one person who is essentially carrying what looks to be several bags of coins attached to their back and bringing up a cask and sets it down on the table.
How much for a cask?
For a full cask is going to be, how many cups is in a cask?
72 pints in one cask.
Okay, so let's say...
Well, it depends on the size. They range from apparently a typical cask ranges anywhere from about 200 to 650 liters.
I need one you can carry.
So,
Jaden, I believe I can carry 200 pounds with ease.
that'll be
Greatest of ease.
16 silver.
Did Finn say he wanted multiple?
I was a bad bard and didn't specify.
He did not
And
specify.
I'm singing right now.
I have 40 golds. So that's...
You have no gold.
He
I
said,
didn't
have silver.
for that.
You have 40 silver. I have 40 silver.
He
Silver.
said
And
barter.
she said, how much for one? 14?
No, 16.
16. That's 32.
Can you carry 2?
Yeah.
If not,
Okay. What size are they? So
72 pounds, and the cask itself would probably be about 10.
I could carry 2 of them.
Okay. So your character could
And
carry
I believe
2.
I'd be at heavy load. So yeah, can I get 2?
All right, you got silver. I'll give you 2.
I will pull out 32 silver.
He takes it out his hand, reaches it towards the silver.
And I'll give it to him in chunks of 5 so I'm counting it as I'm giving it to him. Like 5, 10, 15. 20,
He looks it up and down. He's just looking at you as you count it.
25, 30, 32.
All right.
He takes his hand, closes it around it, puts it in one of the bags on his back pouch, and he actually pulls off one of the bags, ties it, and throws it onto the cart by the woman's feet. And she just looks down at it and smiles even bigger. But he goes over and he grabs you another cask and he heaves it onto the table. And there's a little bit of a thud.
There you are.
There's 2 there for you.
I will lift them. I would put the one on top of the other. I would assume these are 75 pounds. They're probably about yay big.
Mm-hmm.
I will stack the one on top of the other
Okay.
and then hug the bottom one and
Okay.
lift.
All right. As you are lifting it, you feel something bump into you, and I need you to roll a reflex.
That is a 20.
Okay.
Natural.
You feel somebody basically fall back into you. It looks like they're trying to carry their own cask, and they fall back. Their cask falls out of their hand and splatters open onto the ground. You manage to hold onto yours by banging your head against it and holding it there for a solid second and be like,
oh,
yeah, exactly. But you're lucky it wasn't yours. All right. So you have your 2 casks.
And I will start making my way
Slowly.
perpendicular to whatever pedestal that they're on, saying, gangway.
Alan Taylor. Remarkable bartering.
You
There
bartered
was
so
no
well.
bartering.
The haggling skills of a master.
There
Hey,
was
hey,
no
hey, hey,
bartering.
How much do you want for this? Your right leg. Fine, take it.
What were you expecting? Okay,
I've got 2 of them.
now
I got 2 of them. What do I need that for?
Now I just imagine that Finavir was hoping that David would go up and be like, I'll give you this paperclip for 2 casks.
This is a magic paperclip.
Why is he Indian when
I don't
you do
know.
it?
I can't do Nigerian. What do you want from me?
All you do is you sit it in the back of your throat.
I'll sit you in the back of my throat.
Hey.
I'm sorry, audience. I'm going to slap him now.
just
Quentin
one
giving-
really long censor bar. Subscribe on Patreon if you want to know what he said.
Quentin giving some charged statements like, make me.
we should just get a plank of wood, spray paint it black, and have the word censor written on it.
We have a censor bar. If you swear and or say something risque, you get beat.
All right. You see that Alan has obtained the 2 casks as he makes his way out from the crowd.
I'll quickly rush my song to a finale and do a close.
The one person who is continuing to watch you throughout the entire thing applauds. Everybody else already dispersed. You do find a few silver at your feet, though.
Ooh.
Actually, copper, really.
Copper. I
Free
will
money.
collect that.
There's 5.
5 copper.
Hey,
Free
that's enough
money.
that's enough to buy like some cheap drinks for this escapade.
You could buy a pint of Nvidia ale.
You carry those back to the house, and it's all yours. Every copper.
All right, so you guys start making your way back, I assume.
I will toss him his mostly depleted coin purse.
How do you toss him that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I will set the casks down
Okay,
and toss him his coin purse
okay, and then you have to
so
pick
that
him
it's
back
no
up.
longer occupying my hands.
Okay, you're gonna have to make another
Strength check.
I wonder if we
Dex.
can get you a cart.
reflex, basically.
I'm gonna look around me.
You got to make sure you don't drop it.
19.
Okay, you're able to maintain your balance as you step on an inconveniently placed pebble.
Inconveniently placed pebbles.
Listen, it was like a little rock. Kind of, you caught yourself and you stumbled a little bit, but you kept the casks up. All right.
Can I find something like some kind of cart or wheelbarrow or something that would help him?
You'd have to buy one. You could look
yeah,
for one.
that's what I want to do.
Okay, you'd have to look for one. I don't know if there's anything in the market right now.
Also, I before we leave, I want to stop by the butcher because going after these beasts sounds like a good idea. And in the worst case scenario, we get food.
Jaden, better idea than a wheelbarrow or a cart. We can just get a yoke. It's a big old stick designed to go around and on the shoulders of someone, and you pick it up.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And you hang things for
That's
on
only
it.
good for those barrels. I mean,
well, that's fine.
other loading things. We could
Or
have a
carrying
cart,
anything on a yoke.
I suppose, but you still have to deadlift that, whereas a cart,
So we'll see what we can find.
I mean, whatever you
There's
find.
a big place
works,
here,
but-
and I'm not guaranteed to find all of it.
If I would consider it big, but we could get a cart before we leave. But I thought we were just trying to get back to the house quick.
There's a few dozen vendors here.
You're not able to find anyone selling a cart today.
Yoke?
No yoke.
What about a
yoke.
sled?
No, they don't make sleds here. I rolled a percentage die on it, what the percentage of somebody actually having that in town is. You remember, though, Finn, that Cici said something about the fact that the caravan hasn't come into town yet, and it might be in by like next week at some point.
I see. Note to self, hire a carpenter.
Taylor, we may need to, quite literally, reinvent the wheel.
Okay.
We don't need to reinvent it. I do have knowledge engineering, though.
Can I quick buy some meat?
Sure, you can quick buy some meat.
All right. How much for some large ham shakes?
Ham?
Hamstring.
I just,
Ham?
I'm looking
Specifically ham?
for, no, whatever's cheap.
Whatever's cheap. What weight do you want?
8 pounds.
Okay,
Respectable.
10 silver for 8 pounds of meat.
Okay. In that case, I think we have everything we need that I can think of because we already got our adventuring supplies. To finish off, I will more or less take a casual check to see what kind of red guard is in town. And also, if I can easily collect David, I will do so.
You do not see David or any red guard.
Okay, well, I hope he has fun.
He's smart enough to find his way home.
Eventually.
How long have you known David, Taylor?
That's a tricky question. As far as I know, about a week.
All right. Well, I'll trust he won't get us in any more trouble.
He hasn't gotten himself into trouble yet, aside from being with us.
Well, yeah, you make a good point. He's seemingly one of the least offensive Americans among you. I'll say this in hushed tones.
Okay. You say it, but you're close enough to him that he can hear it.
No, I'm saying it to Taylor,
Okay.
but hushing the America talk.
Okay.
We're not supposed to be talking about where we came from.
I know. That's why. Okay. All right. So
Well, we're not supposed to be talking specifics about time travel.
it takes you guys a while to get back because you're moving at half speed with your heavy
I
weight.
am moving at heavy load, yeah.
All right. So, Alfred, by the time that they get back, your potion has brewed. Ding, ding. It's bubbling. That's the sound that I make when things bubble. Okay. Leave me alone.
Oh, Mr. Mest, I see that you've completed a little project here.
Ah, where did you come from?
Oh, I've been here the whole time.
Oh,
Well,
Ah.
upstairs, but here most of the time.
I didn't notice you there.
I know, isn't it?
God, what?
Oh, God.
No, please have her finish that sentence for the records. No, finish that sentence.
I know. It was pleasant watching you work. Such
Okay.
deft hands.
If anybody could see my face, both Zach and my face were both red. I'm just dying because, oh my God, why am I doing this as a character? And Zach is dying like, God, this GM is killing me in my soul.
M's face is a combination of confusion, pride, and embarrassment.
I don't know how to talk to women.
You don't, or Mest doesn't?
Yes.
Oh.
Even better.
Don't think of me as a woman.
I didn't know we had gender fluids.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Everyone's got gender fluids. That's how babies are born.
We've got a nice clip for the blooper reels now.
Oh God, okay, I'm dying.
What excellent potion have you brewed?
I've done something up with a bit of the yarrow root. I'd say it should be good for curing some light wounds.
Oh, interesting. I've never thought to put it into a liquid form. I mostly use it as an ointment. You're quite smart, aren't you, Mr. Mest?
Occasionally.
I'm very pleased to see that you're using the knowledge that you've gained from my shop.
It's been quite useful, I must say.
Oh, and what is it that you have here?
She looks at the 2 plants that you have sitting on the table.
My pink flower and my glowing blue flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, I found these close to the shield power source things.
The shield power source things. Oh. I understand.
She reaches over as if to grab it, then stops for a moment and looks at you.
May I?
Well, yes. Sure.
She picks it up.
It's quite soft, like moss.
And she sniffs it. The blue one.
Interesting. I would love to see what happens when you mix it into something.
I mean, I would like to as well.
Perhaps we can experiment.
Could turn it into a little blue pill.
No! She said the E word.
This is like the part of the cartoon where you would see his eyes, the dots of his eyes go down to the size of like a flea.
No, this is the part of the cartoon where normal cartoon characters have hearts bulging out of their eyes.
No.
Mest has beakers bulging out of his eyes.
No, my eyes turn into the word experiment.
I have a little bit of time left. We could get down to the brass tacks, so to speak.
That sounds delightful. Let's see what we can do.
You guys get back as you hear the word and open the door as you hear the word, get down to the brass tacks.
I'll open the door.
It looks a little precarious over the corner, by the way.
All right, getting busy, I see.
Oh, Mr. Finavere. Do I know his name? Shoot, does she know your name?
No, I don't
Oh, you're back, I see.
Please, call me Finavere.
Oh, Finavere, it is nice to see you back. I've tended to her, and I'm just going to be helping Mr. Mest here with his little experiment.
Oh, yes, before I forget, Marnie. Real quick, I put down my backpack, and I'll take out a handful, we'll say 7 of the vials I have, and I'll give them to her.
Okay. By the way, when you 2 got back, you did not see a Molly or Top D outside. And for Smoot, they did not come back in.
Okay. So I'll give her the vials. Hopefully these can help replace the ones that were appropriated last night
Oh, why,
by
thank
the
you.
ground.
Mr. Mest, we have more.
She clinks them together.
Ah! I always love to see budding chemistry. This is good. This is good.
Oh, yes, chemistry.
I can't wait to see what you whip up, Mist. I'm rooting for you, and if you need me, I'll be around. I give like a quick shoulder massage, like a "you got this, champ" kind of thing.
All right. So you guys are there for a little bit, just relaxing, putting away some of the stuff, looking at the casks of ale that you got. Amali does come back about 20 minutes later. Alfred and Marnie in the kitchen getting busy with the flour. It smells very strange, but you and her are managing to figure out that it seems to have some sort of laxative properties and also potentially has like caffeine in it.
Oh, this could be interesting.
Yes, very interesting.
Makes for a very energetic day at the bathroom.
That's why coffee makes you poop.
It is a diuretic. Is this just new Ghelfi?
No, it will not be used for Ghelfi.
It's crappy Ghelfi.
All right. So Amali does come back, but Top T does not follow after him.
How'd your talk with Grandma go?
Elder, have some respect for her.
As soon as Smoot either sees or hears that Amali has entered, he would immediately stand up. For the entire day, he's just been by Cici's bedside.
Yes. You stand up and you manage to bump your head on the...
That's fine. He does not care. It hurts. He internalizes the pain, and he accepts the pain, for it pales in comparison.
The pain actually goes away pretty quickly, though, surprisingly. You bumped it pretty hard. But you go down the stairs.
And he makes his way down the stairs, and he walks straight up to Amali.
Yeah, what do you need? Is she okay?
I'm sorry,
What? What's wrong?
but I'm also done sitting on my hands. Not literally, metaphorically. We need to take action. I can't just sit here.
I mean, you're no longer sitting.
I am standing here, and that, even in and of itself, is infuriating.
And what are you going to do?
We already checked they didn't have any of the creatures in the stables, and I don't really want to get meddled in together with the Red Guard much. I don't think drawing more attention to ourselves is really the right play.
We could run a heist.
That, Taylor, is about the worst idea I've ever heard spew from your mouth, and that is a great accomplishment.
Oh, hostility.
Thievery leaves bad marks on your reputation. Now,
Only if you get caught.
So does nearly
True.
slaying a girl.
Kelsey comes out from the kitchen, where she's also been sitting awkwardly watching this, by the way. She's been trapped.
oh, yes, please, anything. oh, yes, we're going to throw ourselves to the wolves. Sounds great. Let's go right now.
I've seen some things today that I did not want to see. What do you mean, Mr. Smoot?
I think he wants to go hunting.
And how are you going to do that?
You are right. We don't know anything about where we are or how to properly take care of ourselves. But we have to start somewhere. Maybe the somewhere we should start is by going and finding one of these creatures. If we can do that, that should be testament enough of our skills. And if not, then that gives us a pretty good basis of where we need to start.
Alternatively, we die. It's a paralytic, venomous monster. I think that's the word.
I think that's the word as well. I'm not 100%. I didn't, go to school, so I'm just assuming you're right. That's saying a lot.
Yeah, don't get into a habit of that.
Point being, dangerous creatures. One bite, and we end up like her. And, as we've seen, their primary mode of attack is bite.
And also their tail. I mean, they're big. They can whip you with that.
Also dangerous. Point being,
I'm having a flashback to the leeches.
on the off chance that this goes perfectly and no one ever gets touched by one of these, sure, good idea. But on the much more likely chance that one of us or all of us gets bitten, we are up the creek without a boat or paddle.
I don't mind going with you guys into the forest, but without seeing you guys fight.
He sighs and he just takes his fingers to the bridge of his nose and he says,
I find it difficult to believe you'll make it out of the forest unscathed.
Oh, they can fight, let me tell you.
They were lucky the first time, Ben, you know that. The next time, you might not be.
I'm agreeing with Amali. I'm thinking we gather our strength. Maybe get a little stronger. Do some push-ups. Then we hunt.
From the way I see it, you have one of two options because I know that one of you is extremely hard-headed. I'm not going to point fingers.
It's two of us.
What, one of us?
Okay, maybe all of you. You know what? You're right. Every single one of you is hard-headed.
and he actually does point to all of you, including Finavir.
Amali.
Oh, thank you.
Like I said, I can see this going one of several ways. Number one, you can train with me here before you go out. Or number two, you can learn on the field. Number two, probably being the faster to getting to the Touda.
What time of the day is it right now?
It has reached, well, you guys woke up relatively early, but several hours have passed. I would say maybe about 2.5. So we'll say that it's like 11.
Amali, I may be a hard-headed skeptic, but trust your aptitude and your judgment. Let's say this. For the rest of the day, we can spend gauging our strengths. And then, based off of your judgment, I will heed to whatever decision you make. You say we are ready to go out, then I say we embark first thing tomorrow morning.
Wow, I actually was not expecting you to actually give me some say in this. All right.
I'm so proud.
He actually looks genuinely surprised and doesn't know what to say at this point.
Because the two idiots that wanted to go out into the woods are making sense.
Yeah.
Smoot looks like pain, like distressed, but also is not looking literally anyone in the eye.
Yeah, his pride was injured, as if it was ravaged by a large savage animal.
All right.
Tearing into the flesh of a small, frail girl.
The symbolism.
Uncanny. One might even say intentional.
All right. Let's get started then.
All right.
Yes, right now. I'm looking at you, Alan.
I throw a punch at Amali.
Okay, not in the house.
As you punch, Amali just kind of sidesteps it. David opens the door.
Hey guys, I'm back. Oh my god.
Bang! Does he get a reflex save?
No.
Oh,
He was
Roll the
flat-footed.
Roll the hit. He might get lucky.
Oh, no. That's an 18. And does he even have armor?
Are you going to kill him with your punch?
No, but you punch him square
knocked
in the face, and he falls back.
The truest statement I have ever seen written in all of Pathfinder.
No, what is this? Share with the class.
Team of Veer's fighting capabilities at 100%. Amali, Mest, David, Cici, Smoot, Kelsey, Taylor, Benavir. The entire group. Team of Veer's fighting capabilities at 95%. Just Amali.
Oh, Molly, you
He's not
sexy beast.
That's a man with assets.
Assets. Hey, my eyes are down here, not on the skill bar.
Smoot, ignoring. Well, no. What is David okay?
He took 3 damage.
Did he get knocked over or anything?
He did get knocked over, and he fell on the ground, and he's just looking up at the sky.
He would walk up, dead silent, but offer him a hand.
No, you don't get to.
What did
Because Taylor's going to run over, grab him underneath either shoulder, and pick him up.
Okay. He's a heavy man. Have fun. I know you can do it, but have fun. It's still going to hurt your back.
Roll?
It's still going to hurt your back.
How heavy is he?
You're encumbered. Let's put it that way.
He's like 285, almost to the 300s.
Good Lord, he's like morbidly obese.
Did you not see his picture?
The boy's big boned. He is what we call dense.
Large and in charge.
I actually can't lift him then. I'll help him up. I can lift his torso and like bring him up to a sitting position.
What did I do to deserve this?
You walked in a door that Amali sidestepped. I'm sorry. It's not your fault.
Here, David.
Did Amali do to deserve this?
Here, David. Try this, and I'm gonna hand him my potion.
It's my new version of ibuprofen. Completely undetected by the FDA.
So what are we doing, guys? Why am I getting Okay, I know that you're punching at Amali, but why are you punching at Amali's face? That is a moneymaker. You don't touch that.
He challenged me.
He challenged you to what? Punch his face?
Test my strength.
So you aim for the man's face?
Well,
That is a moneymaker. That man could literally...
I was
No
aiming
offense,
for
Amali.
his chest, and your face is you're a little short in him.
No, he's not. But it was funny anyway, so that's how it
It was a
happened.
thinly veiled excuse.
Exactly. There you go.
All right, David, just brush it off. You'll be fine.
Oh, thanks. That's what my mom said all the time. Come on.
Here,
Go,
David. Try this.
What is it?
It's my potion of cure light wounds.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, so you made this. I see.
I made this.
He looks at you and winks as if he thinks he's getting a joke, but
He's like, all right, I'll drink it. Okay.
is there a lid on it?
There would be like
He
a
takes
little
the cork out and swigs it back.
Oh my.
Best, you've got to work on the flavor. Oh, it tastes like grubs, like just stuff that you. Oh,
He hands you back an empty bottle. He did drink it all, but he's like, no.
no. Flavor. Like maybe, what was that? What did I just drink?
Does his shiner go away?
So here's the thing. Cure Light Wounds does not remove bruises or broken bones. It cures damage. So the bleeding stops. but it doesn't repair the bone that is damaged.
Let's see.
Well, if you like tied to woe, ready yourself for
2.
ibuprofen.
He's healed by 2.
Ibuprofen.
Whoa.
Did you just roll a 1?
Yes.
So Amali just says,
All right, come on. Let's go outside. The sooner I assess your abilities, the faster we get to leave out of here and help Cici.
I grab my poking stick.
No. You are not using live weapons. I don't want you killing each other.
I was going to use a butt end.
he goes outside.
He says, come with me. Come on.
He gestures to all of you.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
Smoot's going.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Smoot's
I'm
the
not
first one.
missing this.
Smoot is one of the first ones out the door.
You too, Finn. You're participating.
He's stretching to prepare himself.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
But there's experiments to be had.
Oh, it's all
This
right.
is an experiment of strength.
I have to leave now, unfortunately, Mr. Mest. I have so much to do at the store, so you'll have to stop by where we
so
can
much to do, so much to say.
where we can perform some more experimentation.
Mm.
Oh, God.
She said the E word. As we're walking out wherever we're going, I'm going to be looking around for some rocks that look like they might be about the same weight as one of my bombs that I would throw.
Actually, Amali goes over to a tree where you actually see that there are some wooden, like, weapons that he has leaning up against it. And he says, here. And he tosses Alan Taylor. He tosses you just a long wooden
It's a big old pole.
Yeah. To Benavir, he tosses you a short wooden stick that he's fashioned into sort of like a short sword.
I would assume that these, for all purposes, count as improvised weapons.
No, they'll count as a regular weapon for now, because you'll be at way too many negatives. You won't be able to actually do anything. And then for Smoot, he looks at you.
What do you use?
I mean, got this army knife that I've been using, but unless you want to give me like a twig, I don't think it's really going to be that applicable.
He throws you another.
Do you have like a tree branch or something I can just beat people over the head with?
He throws you another wooden sword.
What am I supposed to do with this?
I'll explain in a second. Now the teacher becomes the student.
For Alfred, he just looks at you for a moment and looks at the rocks you picked up.
You don't even need me. You've already mastered the basics. I'm assuming you like to throw things.
Listen, I'm not going anywhere near anything else. I throw bombs.
Oh, I hear. I thought you were like, never mind. It's okay. That's
What,
fine.
you think he was sane?
I think he's saying what?
Who said I was sane?
He didn't say what, he said bombs.
Okay, guys, okay. So, I guess this is how we're gonna do this. Interesting. Haven't done this in years. All right. I'm gonna need you all to come at me at once.
He's basically just saying, like,
I'm gonna have you fight me all at once. I want to see how your team dynamic is. Finn, you too, since we'll be fighting alongside them.
So I'll make sure that my bag is off. I'll put it inside, and I'll don my. It's a chain shirt.
he leery-eyed looks at you like,
Really? I'm not gonna hit you that hard.
We don't know that.
so please give me your initiative order.
14 for Smoot.
8 for Alfred.
18 for Taylor.
21 for Finavir.
He throws Kelsey a small dagger.
Like an actual dagger or a wooden dagger?
Wooden dagger.
Smoot would actually look around some of the trees, or did Amali have like carved weapons by a tree?
He threw you some carved weapons, but he was by the tree.
I would walk up to it to examine all of the weapons that were there.
Okay.
All right. You guys have a little bit of time before I go. So, you might want to discuss what you're gonna do. I will have no mercy.
I'm going to stab him. I don't know if this is going to end too well, Taylor.
So now is the time to position yourselves. Do your best. I want you to describe where you position yourself. So let me set the scene. So you guys walk out from the house and you see that there is a very small open area in the center, but you do see that there are many trees surrounding the path up to the house in this small circumferential area that you're in. You also see some rocks. Over to the left of the house would be the pen where the sheep and the 2 goats are. And you also see that there is the hay off further to the left in another bit of clearing from the house. Behind the house, you know that there is a small cliffside that kind of hangs down, but looks over the village, but is almost shrouded by the trees. So, Quentin, you're looking for a different weapon for Smoot?
Anything that is club-like. in
All right.
nature.
There is a piece of wood that it looks like he just kind of pulled down, but he has not fashioned it into anything. It's pretty thick.
it's thick and it's big and it looks like it's going to hit hard, I put the tiny rinky-dink sword down and I grab that.
Amali looks at you as you grab it and grimaces a little bit like, oh God, what have I done?
Smoot has pent-up emotions that he needs to get out.
So I'm going to stab him from reach, and if you want to position on the other side...
Oh, we're going to get a flanking bonus.
Well, yeah, but you can get flanking bonus, and then either he has to attack you or come at me and provoke your attack of opportunity.
All right. How dirty do we want to play?
I'm just warning you all. Please, we're not actually trying to kill each other.
Why do you think I grabbed rocks?
He just grimaces again.
Yeah.
Do you want me throwing explosives?
Okay, I'm just gonna say, I'll be fine. Just be careful not to hit each other. I don't want to see you guys really... Never mind, you'll be fine. Just plan amongst yourselves.
Finavir, it is your turn first.
All right. Well, I'm not much for swords, but this is what he gave me. I'm either bow or magic, usually. But
You could shoot sticks at him. They're like arrows.
Just take the sharp pointy
Okay.
bits off your arrows
So-
and put rocks on them.
He's giving you have basically, I'm going to give you your timer. You have essentially your time to figure out where your character's positioning is. Is that where you're going to be?
No.
Okay, so
if
describe where you guys are going.
My character would walk over from the tree where all of the wood-shaped instruments were and walk basically behind Amali so that it was Smoot, and then Amali is between him and the house, effectively, or Taylor is on the other side of Smoot.
Okay. Amali just says,
You really want to get this close to me right now?
Hey there.
I'm going to position myself behind that tree.
I grab the giant tree limb and kind of tap it on the ground.
I played baseball in college.
What's baseball?
Oh, your head's gonna find out.
This is my moneymaker.
Would you prefer me aim for the balls?
That is his moneymaker. Don't hit the moneymaker.
Hit the baby maker.
Kelsey says nothing, but she kind of blushes a little bit.
All right. So I'll position myself behind Taylor, who is on the opposite side of Smoot,
Okay.
using Amali for a frame of reference here.
Okay.
Smoot is on the opposite side of Amali.
From
than
where you are
Taylor
facing,
is,
correct.
and I'm hiding behind Taylor. So I'll say a few words and use my inspire trait for Taylor.
Okay.
Come from the left and swing as hard as you can. Hopefully, Smoot will distract him enough, and you'll catch him in a blind spot. And that gives +1 to his next d20 roll,
Okay.
as long as it's within a short amount of time.
Okay.
Inspiration.
I'll start a bardic performance.
Okay. So, really quick, does your ability, does that take a standard action to, or is that just considered free because you're using words?
The way that it's worded is if I can speak. It doesn't say anything about actions.
Okay.
It's once per day per person, and if they can hear me, short amount of time, any d20 roll.
Okay, so Finavir, you begin your bardic performance.
Actually, I'll keep it oratory this time. I don't even have my lute with me.
So you're going to do an oratory performance?
If I take out a picture of a lute and then summon that, can I then use Court of Shards with that?
Okay, so that is considered a move action to pull anything out of a bag, by the way.
No, but he's saying, would you summon it with summon
Assuming
instrument?
I spend all the appropriate actions.
So yes.
Okay, that's I'm happy. That's all I needed to know. So I'll keep it oratory for the bardic performance, and I'll be wielding my sword.
Okay. Molly just looks at you really quick and he says,
Please keep it non-lethal.
I wasn't actually gonna do that unless I thought that it would make that big of a difference.
well, no, he just looks at you knowingly and just like,
Please keep it non-lethal. I'd like to live another day.
As long as both sides are participating by that rule, I'll also keep by that rule.
okay. So the rules are as follows. Amali has stipulated that it is non-lethal damage for your weapons and that you'll be doing non-lethal damage in case. He only specified that you would all come at him at once. He did not specify that you couldn't fight each other.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
Well,
More
well,
XP.
he recommended that we didn't, but
Whose turn is it next?
So Finavir has completed his turn.
Yep.
Amali looks at you, Smoot, and he closes his fist and he tries to shove you with it away.
My AC is not that high.
I know. Okay. So he hits.
I figured.
He does hit, and you do get pushed back
Interesting. How far?
5 feet.
That's fine.
Okay.
Smoot clenches his chest as Amali strikes him with his palm. and kind of winces in pain, makes a very audible ugh as he gets shoved backwards.
Amali then puts his hand back down to his side. Try a better plan. And then that's his turn. He doesn't do anything else. It's your turn, Taylor.
Taylor will move up to Amali at the corner like so, because that is, I believe, does that count as 5 feet or 10 feet?
That counts as 5. The first diagonal is 5. The second is 10.
I'm going to take the makeshift spear, stick, rod, pole thing.
Okay.
I am going to roll an attack on him by swinging the spear into his side.
Okay, perfect. Roll the hit.
That is a natural 20.
So you swing with the spear. He misjudges it as if he was going to step back. Roll non-lethal damage.
Just the same for the spear?
Yeah.
8.
He genuinely looks surprised as you hit his side with it. But then he looks up and he smiles a little bit. Good one. But he's still standing up straight.
Just straight to the ribs.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's your turn?
Yep.
David is in the back all the way towards the house. So what are we doing? What am I supposed to do?
Hit him with the stick.
Come on, David. Oh, okay. You asked for it. I got this.
He cracks his knuckles. You can audibly hear this, like, from all the way back towards the house.
That's my boy. Oh, hey, he's barely within range to get up to him and swing.
So he runs up, a little winded, and as he swipes at Amali just steps back, and he doesn't even get hit. You just see his clothing get whiffed by the wooden dagger.
Oh, it was harder than I thought it would be. Okay. My confidence is gone again.
All right, next up on the list, we have Smoot.
Don't lose faith, David. You got his clothes.
You're right. I got his clothing. Huh. Take that, Amali.
Smooth is just going to walk up, again, tap his club on the ground, swing better, and then, like, with a big wind up, go for his shoulder. Oh! I am unlikely to believe that a 14 hits.
He sees you swinging, and he essentially just bats it away. And he says, good, try again. And then it is now Kelsey's turn. All right, go friend. She runs up behind next to Smoot, and she gets this look in her eye like, I can do this. And she's going to try and hit him from the side as Amali is batting away Smoot's club. That's a nope. That's a big old N-O-E-E. I can spell.
No way.
Try not to get distracted by his famously good looks.
As you say that, like as she was going for it, you just like almost like anime style, like Studio Ghibli style, like her hair just kind of goes up and she gets really red and she just kind of just trips.
Are we talking like trip, like face on the floor?
No, but like
she just stumbles a little.
Yeah, basically, she stumbles a little bit.
She is not knocked prone.
Okay, I was just wondering if we were getting like the Wendy Marvell style triple take trip.
No. It was a slight like, yeah, like what? Why would you say that? And she's like really red in the face. Alfred, it is your turn.
Do it.
Now remember, you're throwing the rocks, but your character realizes that actual potions do splash damage.
I'm aware.
Okay.
These are replacing the bombs.
Yep.
So.
Too bad you don't have water balloons.
That would have been so good.
So what does Alfred do?
I'm going to throw a bomb targeting the square in between Amali and Alan.
Okay. So you are throwing in between...
A live bomb.
No, he doesn't mean a bomb. He means one of the rocks.
It's a rock.
Okay, I heard bomb.
It's a bomb.
Okay.
Quotation
so
marks.
You are rolling to hit the space. So technically that counts, I think, as like a DC 10.
No, it is treated as a ranged attack against an AC of 5. 21.
Okay. Was that a crit?
Yes.
So that's an automatic hit.
It careens, lands in between the two of them. Pretend there was an explosion.
I gotta see how good his acting skills are. Okay.
Was that what I was supposed to do? I'm not really sure. Okay.
Finner's just like, what?
Like, wouldn't that blow up Taylor?
Yeah.
I can take it.
All right.
He's a big boy. He can handle it.
I ate my Cheerios.
Amali just looks back at you. Act like you got hit. Come on.
There you go.
Explosions.
Woo!
My toes are singed.
Do we want to treat it as what the bomb would have done, or
Yes. Just treat it as what the bomb does.
Splash damage. from a bomb is always equal to bomb's minimum damage. So if the bomb would deal 2d6 plus
Your intelligence, I believe.
my
right?
intelligence modifier. So it's not 11, it's going to be...
So it would be, what, 5?
5.
Back to the top of the round. Finavir, it is your turn.
Does it consume an action to keep up bardic performance?
It is
Yes, a move action, I believe.
No, it's a free action to keep a bardic performance going.
Is
Okay.
it a move to change it?
No, it's another standard.
With Kelsey David and Smoot on one side and Taylor and Mest on the other, I'm going to go, instead of the north and south-esque sides, I'm going to go more or less east by comparison.
Okay.
But still a distance away.
How did you move? Did you go diagonal at all?
Yes, he went diagonal 1, but he's still within 30
Okay,
feet.
yeah, no, that's what I just want to double check.
And I will perform a feint, like I'm prepping to attack with my sword,
Okay.
which is 10 plus his wisdom modifier plus his BAB as the skill check DC against my bluff. If I am successful, then I will get to ignore all of his dexterity-based AC for my next attack.
Okay, so you have to beat his DC.
Yes.
Okay.
20.
All right. So you feint as if you were going to attack him.
Yep.
All right. He doesn't move at all. He's busy looking at the spot, like the spot where Alfred threw his rock. And this is where the point where he's like, it hit me.
It hit me too. Tells me his BAB is above 7. I mean, unless it's a 4 or above, which is above the highest caliber of wit.
Who knows?
Well, then, man, my assessment must have been right.
Oh man, this is a really interesting position that you guys are all in. This is like a T. Okay, so Amali looks at Smoot, who's next to him again.
Again, your positioning could be better.
So he goes down the ground, puts both of his his hands on the ground, and he takes his leg and he sweeps it underneath of you, which he's making a trip attack against you.
I assume he has improved trip.
Yes.
Wanted to clarify.
What is your CMD?
Not high. Specifically a 13.
Specifically, your CMD is a 13.
Correct.
Okay. He beats that. He takes his leg and he sweeps your feet out from underneath of you, and you fall over. You are tripped
I'm prone.
and prone.
I don't know where else you want the front line to be, but apparently he doesn't want it in the front.
That's not what he's saying, but okay.
Your positioning is bad.
No, he's saying it could be better. He runs up to Finn.
Yikes. Oh, man, my master plan.
So he provokes 2 attacks of opportunity?
He does.
3 attacks of
He's-
opportunity?
2. You guys all can have an attack of opportunity against him.
17. Does that hit?
No.
Does a 21?
Yes. Alan, describe how you're trying to hit him really quick.
I am attempting to jab at him.
So he essentially just runs straight by it. Smoot, how are you trying to hit him? Because what he does is while he runs by yours, Alan, he sidesteps closer to Smoot and Kelsey.
I just stabbed too late.
And as he is running by, I'm attempting to just bash at his calves with my giant stick.
You are mean.
Okay.
Did you expect him to be doing in
All right.
combat?
Go ahead. You hit.
I do 9 damage.
Molly explodes into non-lethal giblets. Is he wielding anything, or is he just martial arts?
Oh, he's not wielding anything.
Oh, okay. Spooky.
Okay.
Wait. So he is not wielding anything. Did he punch him as well? Yeah.
He hasn't even gotten his chance to. You guys are attack of opportunitying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I'm dumb. My bad.
So Smoot takes his club and he hits his lower Achilles with the club, and you see him kind of stumble a little bit. And it is that at that moment that Kelsey also manages to uppercut and hit him in the jaw
Nice.
with the dagger, obviously. And you see him wince and be like,
I cough with the dirt because I'm laying on the ground. Your positioning could be better.
I mean, so could yours at this point.
Excellent. I don't know. I'd say he's positioned pretty well right now.
He dies first in boot camp.
I need to roll Kelsey's damage. She's doing good things. She's being a great partner.
Kelsey hit him right in the moneymaker.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and that's why he's like, ow. Okay, maybe no weapons next time. Ow.
She did not do it with her
She
fist.
wasn't intending to.
uppercut.
She was aiming essentially like for abdomen region, and when he tripped slightly, it went into his jaw.
Ah,
Isn't that anybody's
It was
fault?
like a, yeah, oh no.
Okay, so Amali is going to take it out on you, Finn.
Yeah, I just see this indomitable behemoth just get hit left and right, but unfazed, more or less.
Finn, you are getting punched in the gut.
Like, enough to be sickened for a round?
I would say it's definitely enough to be sickened for a round, but it doesn't feel good. You take 8 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Are you almost dead?
Non-lethal. He's doing non-lethal. He chooses non-lethal.
Yeah, because if he hit me for 8 damage and it was lethal damage, that changes the rules and I'd be playing. Oh, good one.
Yep. You feel my pain.
Bardic performance over.
Okay. Taylor, it is your turn.
What's the minus for a called shot on the head?
5.
Ooh, it's big.
I think the payoff's pretty big, though.
No, but if it's -5, I literally can't hit him. I currently need to roll a 15. Like, I can't make that unless I crit.
Why would you try to aim for his head?
Bam! From above. Either way, I'm still going to strike from above. I'm just not going to make a called shot. I'm going to bear down the wooden pole straight down onto him.
Okay.
And roll an attack. And that is an 18.
Okay. It misses. He sees it and he sort of side rolls away and gets right back up. Are you going to make any movement or are you going to stay in that position?
I will move 5 feet towards Smoot. I will shorten the shaft of the T that our team is making.
It's David's turn. David just looks.
Oh, Finn, that looks like it hurt. Oh.
I spit out some blood.
No blood. Probably a little bit of vomit.
I spit out a little bit of vomit.
Unless you keep like a fake blood pouch in your tooth that you can just like break.
Not yet.
Okay, so that's an option for you. All right. So you have a little bit of like vomit come out. All right. David backs up towards the trees that are behind him, and he is going to hide.
Where'd he go?
This is how David fights. Leave him alone.
Spoopy.
All right, Smoot, is your turn.
Can I say something? Like in character?
On your next turn, you may.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, because you take a free action on your turn, and remember, a round is 6 seconds. Your turn is already ended at this point.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Smoot would spend his round standing up.
All right, he stands up.
Yay!
All right, next up is Kelsey's turn. Kelsey looks at Amali. He looks hurt, and she's like, ooh. Not really hurt, but she looks at it, and she just sees that he's sort of limping as he's standing there, favoring the one leg that he got hit on. And she lowers her weapon for a moment, and then she turns and she faces Smoot. She's going to roll to hit you.
It's fine.
She hits.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Go for
You
it.
take 5 non-lethal. She takes the dagger and she says, I'm sorry, Mr. Smoot. And she would stab you in the side with the wooden dagger.
I'm all fuzzy head from getting hit in the gut by a masterful martial artist here. Oh, you'll go, what? I wasn't even paying attention. Why?
She needs that EXP.
And Kelsey's just like, I hit him in the jaw. And she steps back and stands next to Amali
I'm going to
with a 5-foot step.
I'm going to hit her.
She takes a 5-foot step, which is part of the move.
That's right. That doesn't.
Does not provoke an attack of opportunity. All right, so this is making a really interesting and fun dynamic for me. I love this. We're good. All righty. Next up, Alfred Kenneth Mest. By the way, Andrew, you have to write down that you would have technically taken damage from his splash damage as well to account for that.
Speaking about the damage,
We're accounting for imaginary damage.
Yes.
yes.
Well, this is Pathfinder. That's true. It's all imaginary damage here.
I'm going to throw another bomb targeting the square southeast of Amali from my position.
Okay.
The square north of Alan. No, north from my perspective, sorry.
I love how your character technically keeps damaging Alan as well. It's like you have a grudge against him or something.
Listen, I need to hit Amali, and everyone else is trying to stab him.
Why not just hit
I'm
everyone?
trying to hit the least amount of people while still hitting Amali.
Hit Finn. You hit me last time.
Finn's about to die.
So am I.
I don't think you got sucker punched to the gut yet.
No, I took a bomb.
You took a bomb.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
All right, whose turn is it?
I'm still making my turn. I'm making my attack roll now. 12 against the AC of 5.
Yes, you hit it.
Woo. Yay.
No, I'm out.
Another rock.
I have 4, quote, HP left. You died to 2 rocks.
Okay.
Explosion.
Amali turns back and he says, "You need to be aware of where your teammates are, too."
I mean, I still need to hit you.
He just shrugs. All
I
right.
could have thrown it on you and hit everyone.
He turns to Alan and he says, "Sit down, you're out."
Yeah,
I was minimizing the collateral.
Alan's the collateral.
Before sitting down,
Does this turn out into an
I would like to
war?
turn immediately to Mest and chuck this makeshift spear at him.
I will allow it.
Can I take a reflex save?
No, you have your AC. This is a ranged attack.
I will allow infighting in this combat just because we'll make it faster. See what happens.
That is a natural 20.
Oof.
Oof.
Oof. It's a thrown weapon. It's
I don't know how much damage spears are supposed to do when thrown.
The same damage would be like a D6.
You're going to want to homebrew that because you don't want to do rules as written here. Rules as written is stupid, does full damage of weapon. You can slap someone with a gun.
So you technically you'd be rolling 2D6, I'd imagine.
3.
No. Andrew.
Not your fancy.
You're
you're right.
not your spear.
It's a basic spear.
okay. Here's my
Either
question:
way.
Is that spear doing non-lethal damage when you throw it?
Yeah.
This one, yeah, this isn't a real spear. This is the
I
makeshift
know.
spear.
I'm just saying, be careful because you're throwing a weapon at an ally.
It's blunt. I stabbed a Molly with it earlier. Did it do non-lethal damage when I stabbed him?
Yeah, but it hurt. Okay, it's gonna happen. Are you ready, Alfred?
Are you ready, Alfred?
8.
That's not D6.
I'm dead.
It rolls D8s.
D6 on wood.
This
fine.
spear rolls D6s.
5, 7. Plus,
No.
do you add dexterity to damage
No.
or just a hit?
No, just
okay,
a hit.
7.
7.
I have 1 HP.
Wait, polearm expertise.
Almost. And now I will sit down.
7 You already died. Ow.
Did we skip Aiden's turn?
I took damage
No.
exclusively from you. I
And we
return
just
the favor.
ended Alfred's turn.
Oh, Alfred. Okay.
I'm bottom of the round.
I was just
I
confused. 'cause
took the
Andrew did
special
that.
action.
Amala yells at you, "Sit down!"
I will sit.
In the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Just in the middle of the field.
Yeah, right here. I'm a corpse.
He said sit.
I'm a corpse.
Flip your token over. You are now difficult terrain.
Lay down with your like tongue sticking out. Bleh.
Yes. Blech. And now I am the dead.
All right, up to the top of the round. It is Finnevir's turn with Kelsey as a traitor.
She didn't get yelled at by him.
Kelsey's not the only traitor.
Hey. I'm not a traitor. I'm minimizing collateral damage.
So did I.
No, you didn't.
I will take a wide, I'll take the wide end of the blade and swing it at his torso. Also at, I'm not going to do a targeted swing, but it's just a general
Yeah.
wide swing.
All right.
I'm already at a -2.
Isn't this where you wanted to do your inspired?
There's so much infighting that purpose was it looked like David lost his confidence, and I was trying to do a confidence boost. But this has just evolved into a circus court. No. I will just roll to hit Amali. 8 to hit.
You swing half-heartedly. Like, ugh.
Remember why you fight.
Amali just blinks as you literally whiff his shirt, and he just shakes his head. Come on, Finn.
I'm still coughing up vomit until the second is over.
I mean, if you want a condition card, you'd be.
He's got
I
one.
got it.
He has it.
That's how I know it was a -2.
Did we roll to see how many rounds you were sticking for?
And I did a D4. I don't think we rolled.
You never told me.
Yeah, you never asked. 2. So this would be the first, towards your end. So one more after the next one, you'll be no longer second. No longer.
Nah, debuff cards just last forever.
I'll take a 5-foot step towards the tree.
Okay.
Come on, Finn. I know you're stronger than that. Actually, maybe I hit you too hard. Sorry.
He actually genuinely looks sorry.
It's a learning experiment. Exercise.
And he shrugs. All right, it is Amali's turn. He just looks at you, Finn, pauses. And then he turns just to Kelsey, looks at her.
Why? What? This is not what you're supposed to be doing.
He just doesn't want to hit a girl.
Just stop, everybody, having an aneurysm of your stupidity.
Fine. I think we can call it for now.
So he passes his turn, is what I heard.
I slump back onto the tree.
Don't you dare.
I heard that Amali passes his turn.
It's Defeat's turn.
I'm aware. I just heard that Amali passes his.
All right, so the word was,
I guess we should end it here.
David comes running out from the forest.
Sneak attack!
What?
He whiffs again.
Oh, I can't hit anything. And he throws the knife on the ground. What the heck is this? It's wood. It can't hit anything. Clearly, it is the wood's fault.
Clearly.
Boot, after hearing Benevir's encouraging words, seems rebolstered. His hands begin to shake, and you kind of see as a vein pops on his forehead, and in an angered moment, steps up to Amali on the other side, and with a powerful attack, swings his great club.
I don't think this is hitting.
Hey, listen. 2.
Quentin, you're not going to hit him.
You're mean. I'm trying. Listen.
He likes adding his numbers.
Quentin, you literally have just a 1. I know you went into your, you popped your vein.
Listen.
That sounds so bad.
Listen.
Even though I rolled a 2, it was still 7 to hit.
All right. So you go in with your club. Amali, I already rolled for this, by the way. He grabs your fist and he essentially takes his foot and he swipes your feet out from underneath of you and he pushes you onto the ground and pins you.
Calm down. We're done. I admire your fervor, but you need to learn to stop when you're, I guess, told. Smoot, I thought you were an adult. Stop acting like a child.
Who says I was done trying? How are we ever supposed to get stronger if we never give it our all?
I'm just saying.
He just pauses and he looks down to the ground and he gets off of you and he stands back up.
I think Alfred needs to treat his bruise on his arm. Alan's technically dead.
He can lie there.
I took not a single scratch.
For all intents and purposes, you're dead. You got blown up. I got blown up. We all got blown up.
Actually, only the 2 of you got blown up.
I know, I felt targeted.
You did say to come at you.
I did.
Smoot would get up, walk over to the tree where all of the weapons were positioned, set his club down, and then walk over to a nearby tree and just start punching it. Out of sheer anger and rage.
Benevir is limping back towards the cottage. He's still limping.
David picks up the dagger. I'm sorry I threw the wood on the ground. I know that you worked hard to carve this.
And he hands it back to Amali. Amali takes it.
Thanks, I guess.
Kelsey's holding her dagger still, like trained, like ready.
I'm ready. Okay. Are we actually done? No sneak attacks? Are we done? Are we actually done?
Alan's gonna go and retrieve the stick from next to Alfred.
Okay, you go pick it up. Alfred's standing there, holding his arm.
I'll put the stick in the ground a little bit, put my arms out. All right, fair's fair. Pre-shot.
What do you expect me to do?
I don't know.
Punch him in the nards.
That is the one exception.
He's still standing there with his arms outstretched, waiting to be struck.
Just in the in the Rio de Janeiro Jesus pose.
Alan, stop embarrassing yourself.
All right.
Just ultimate symbol of disrespect. Do not hit
Alfred
him.
would just backhand turn around and start walking back towards the house.
All right. So after this combat, this training, you guys are all a little exhausted. Most of you are. I'm going to have you all roll a fortitude save for me.
18.
Okay.
11.
Fine.
I got a 6.
You poor souls.
Okay.
Poor souls, I got a spear chucked
So
at me.
all of you are fatigued.
I was already fatigued. I'm exhausted.
You are now exhausted. Everyone else is fatigued. Your sickness status is gone, Finavir. But for the next 24 hours, you all are going to gain a circumstance bonus +1 to your attacks. After training with Amali, you have also gained 600 experience. So You guys head back inside after this interesting training montage. Not really even a montage, this actual training combat with Amali. You're now all very tired. You want to rest. It's like the afternoon, and you haven't even eaten lunch yet. And this is where we're going to end off today's episode. So, thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode of the Gate Chronicles. We hope you continue to follow along in this group's journey and enjoy their company as much as I enjoy playing with them at the table. They are a very rowdy bunch, and I love them dearly, although sometimes I want to murder them.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this week's episode of the Gate Chronicles. If you enjoyed, please do make sure that you let us know by leaving a like or following us on any of our social media and giving us a shout via the comments. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook at RollFound. If there are any other ways you wanted to support us, you could check out our website and maybe look at our merch shop. You can go ahead and get all kinds of things from t-shirts to mugs to new hats that we just got back in stock, or you could even consider going to our Patreon and getting a bunch of extra goodies along the way. So I hope you guys enjoyed and stay tuned for next week.
All right. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Bye.